Hi friends, host Eric here, host of Talking with Famous People, and today we're going to talk about the 713 tri-type. This is a uh, tri-type known as the Systems Builder, and it's a tri-type that Delilah is, and I believe Nick might be as well, or he might be yeah, I think he's a 713 as well. He might be a 513, but I think he's 7. Anyway, this systems builder is a bit of a misnomer if you have the 7 first, as my daughter does, Delilah. As a 7 first, you're necessarily going to be kind of sloppy. You're going to be kind of disorganized. You're going to be kind of all over the place or haphazard because you like to play. And play means necessarily that it's not work, that you are less structured, less ordered in what is you're doing, and less purposeful perhaps in what you're doing. Ideally, you've successfully found some areas of play that are also productive for you if you're a well functioning 7. But the reality is, Delilah is a complete fucking mess. As ENTP 713, I'm talking about physically. She's a physical mess. Her car is filled with trash. Her room, I'm still cleaning up her room from before when she left because I'm kind of messy too. Uh, so the systems builder archetype typically states that you've got somebody who is orderly and organized and all that stuff. But if you have 7 in the first slot, then that's not necessarily going to be the case. Now, note, she is very orderly and organized in terms of work stuff, more so than me, naturally, by far. So she gets her schoolwork done and she goes to work and she's an excellent employee and all that kind of stuff, which is good. And that comes from being a 1. Now, I've hypothesized in the past to myself that she has less 8 than me because she had to deal with me all the time. And I just didn't let her win any arguments. She's less argumentative because she wasn't able to win them unless she was right. And then she didn't win the argument so much as she won the point. Because I'd say, well, look, usually I'd tell her, well, you need to be arguing this. And anyway, uh, the point is, my daughter's not an 8 like me. She's a 1, which means she doesn't like to smooth over conflicts necessarily. She also doesn't like to get involved in them necessarily, although she will get into some arguments sometimes. But she more or less would like to figure out what the problem is, resolve it real quick, or withdraw from the situation because it's an annoyance. That's a 1 kind of response to conflict, and that's generally what she does. She tries to avoid it. So when you have 1 second, then it means and then if there's a problem, she's going to try to fix it. She's going to withdraw. If that doesn't work, then she's going to have to achieve finally in the third slot, just like her father. She's got, I think, a 3 in the third slot, and she's doing a pretty good job of achieving right now for having it in the third slot. But at the same time, she's fundamentally uh, not prioritizing it over play and not prioritizing it over conflict avoidance. She's prioritizing it when she needs to for the ENTP reason of making sure that everybody's impressed with her and likes her and thinks she's cool and stuff. So, this is my quick overview of the 713 particularly tri-type, not the 137, not the 317. Those are going to display, I think, quite a bit differently. 713 is ENTP is going to be first and foremost still an ENTP, just more productive, more orderly, a little bit more organized in work stuff, but still a sloppy mess in a lot of ways, and not as fighty as me, and certainly not as fighty as Jordan, I think will end up being. And oh, I wanted to just close with that, which is I the reason I think my theory is wrong about why Delilah's a 1 is that I don't see Jordan becoming less conflicty because she gets bullshit called on her. So I don't think it necessarily plays out that way.
She's pretty stubborn. She does not dig in hard though. I mean, against me, obviously she wouldn't, but I think that I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I'm not sure I'm convinced she's a type 8 because if she knows she's lost, she'll lose and concede defeat.
Hmm.
Instead of me, I'll just dig in and we'll both go down.
Hmm. So then maybe she's gonna end up being like Delilah 1. Maybe see that's my ongoing theory then for until I see Jordan prove otherwise is that if you are the child of somebody like an ENTP is born to an ENTP, then the shit that we could get away with being born to non-ENTPs, they can't get away with, and it prevents them from being eights.
I was born to an ENTJ and an INTP. I really couldn't get away with much. Um,
Okay.
but uh,
Well, that's why you're
about
eight and I'm seven. I could get away with a lot more, but I could only get away with so much.
about an hour ago, I got a call from the school receptionist at the front desk. My daughter had her call me to make sure that I remembered that I'm supposed to bring drinks to their Easter party at school at 3. So I don't know what that is, but
That's Fe um, at 6 years old. She's like, I'm not trying to help Dad remember. She's like, he better not fuck this up for me. These kids are gonna these kids are gonna see these drinks and they're gonna think I am so cool because I brought these really cool drinks. And if that fucker fucks this shit up for me, everyone's gonna think I'm a fool.
that is what that is. She gave me a pretty stern talking to yesterday about bringing drinks, about how I need to remember, about how there's 19 kids in her class,
Uh huh. Right.
and about how she really wants pop, root beer.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the FE thing. My daughter had to take on a lot of that kind of stuff too. I think more so than yours will ever have to, because I actually forgot shit like that fairly often. And so, but once you got Candace involved though, then she and Candace would work together to make sure that I'd remember shit and stuff like that. And she took on kind of that management role because of she wanted to make sure that she played right in her school settings and stuff, and that I played right for her benefit.
So yeah, I guess I better get popping a little bit here.
Yeah, you better take some fucking root beer to school, or you're in big trouble.
The stupid thing is, I went to Walmart at like the ass crack of the middle of the morning, like 3 o'clock, and they were, and I got everything, and they got up to the register, and they said, our registers are down. It could be a minute.
How long was it?
Oh no, I left my shit there and left. I asked her, how long is a minute? And she shrugged and goes, they've been down for 15 minutes.
I see. What time does he have to have root beer? What time do you have to have root beer at school by?
The thing starts at 3, so I'm probably going to get in the shower here in a second and go get it so I can put it in the freezer for a minute.
Well, now you successfully dispersed her double checking, so you've got all of us double checking for her as well to make sure that you get there on time with drinks.
What?
I said you've successfully dispersed her double checking, so that you've got us double checking now too to make sure you get to school on time with drinks. So you're like octuple checked.
Dismissed.
What is that about?
It was just driving without proof of insurance. But I've never gotten a journal entry dismissing it beforehand. I've still got a court date for speeding.
You got a court date for speeding, huh?
Well, I had a court date for no insurance. But also, I got tickets for no speed or for speeding, for not using a turn signal to change lanes, and not changing my address since I moved.
Are you gonna fight that all those or what?
Probably not. I'll send it over to my lawyer and see if he has any thoughts besides, yeah, just pay it. But
In California, if you can write in a letter that instead of, um,
That's
and they have to respond to the letter. Like if they come into to court, they get overtime or they, whatever. There's reasons why they want to come into court. There's things, incentives for them to come into court. But if you do it by a letter, then they have
yeah.
to write a letter on their own time or it gets dismissed. There's a way to do it like that. Like you send an
Eric.
affidavit in or something.
Can you? Oh, okay.
Go
Can you
ahead.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you pay it for dinner?
Huh?
Did I pay for dinner? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's not the point. I
So
don't expect.
basically,
She doesn't owe me anything just
no,
because
no,
I
no,
bought her
just
dinner. She doesn't owe me anything for anything. She
no.
doesn't owe
I
me
know
anything.
that.
I want to stress that. Okay. I,
I
I
know it. I know.
yeah.
I just it's like, and you told her she was ESFJ, right?
Yeah, I said you're just like my ex-wife. I think you're ESFJ. Yeah, but she doesn't know what it means either.
She got free uh, typology and dinner.
Yeah, that's fine. She doesn't owe me
It's like
anything. I'm not saying that.
no, I'm not talking about owing you or something. It's like it's like someone who just want to spend the night somewhere. He doesn't want to sleep on the street, so it goes with someone. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't know what you mean.
Uh, in your Patreon page, you say that if someone donates $50, you're gonna tell them their type, right?
Oh yeah, I guess I do
Or
say
something.
that. Yeah, I give my
So
little
what if
one-on-one typing
she
thing.
said what if she said that if she saw that and she said, you know what, I'm gonna try to get this guy to pay for my dinner $50 and then type me for free.
Well, then she fucking won. I mean, good for her. She totally won. She successfully attained her goal then,
Yeah,
and she gets
I'm
10
just
points
kidding.
for
I'm just
that.
kidding. I'm just trying to pull a joke, but miserably failing apparently.
Trying to pull a joke.
Well, that is true. She got a free typing. It's pretty obvious when I walked in there. She's definitely either ISFJ or ESFJ because she's got the same fucking SFJ signs and
You're
and fucking
robot, Eric.
shit.
So I just found out one of my friends from high school is a 5-wing-4 INTJ.
So
We enjoyed being assholes to people.
probably is 548 or something or what?
Probably.
I see. Well, I really don't enjoy being an asshole. I just have to be an asshole sometimes, and sometimes I'm an asshole when I shouldn't be, and then I feel guilty about it. Now I'm feeling all guilty.
But you already did this last night.
Well, it takes a couple of times through before it sticks, Susie. Let me have my process, okay? It's a little bit of a process for me. I remember
Sounds like
I'm not
me and Susie.
naturally close to my feelings. I have to learn what they are over time.
What are you talking about? About what
What are
happened?
you saying, Taylor?
What?
Are you feeling bad because of what happened?
Yeah, now I'm feeling guilty
Why?
because I got all like mad. I didn't get all mad. I just was like frustrated and was like, fine, then I'm leaving. And I feel like a dick then. And it's like I didn't know that. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I was just freaking
Yeah,
just
but it was you have 3 dates, um, in one each day, like 3 successive days, right?
no.
Which
I
means
have one yesterday, one today, one Sunday, one Monday.
so you had one yesterday. So how many dates do you still have?
3.
So you had one, and then and you know that you're going for another three, which means you already know. It's like you had lots of backup plans, which means you weren't serious in the first one.
I was serious. What do you mean?
Then why would you have three more?
Because I am going to try. I'm going to do due diligence. In other words, I'm not going to go one at a time and then go, do I like you enough? I need to find what the other options are. I don't need infinite options, but I need to have a little bit of spread to look at to see what I'm dealing with.
So you say you are serious about dating, but not serious about the person.
I saying I could be serious about the person. I it remains to be seen. I have to see what the other options look like.
Yeah, but if you schedule a date today and schedule three more afterwards, one exactly the day after, it means that you're not serious about the person that you're dating today.
How can I be? It's the first date. I mean, I can.
That
I'm serious about the fact that I consider her a serious potential person. Yeah, I wasn't fucking with her and saying like I don't actually like you, but I want to bang you anyway and then leave. I liked her. She was nice. I could see myself with her. That's why I was, you know,
so if yesterday went okay, the way you wanted it, would you have canceled the other three?
no, because it wouldn't be
That,
fair to
yeah,
her or me or anybody else for me not to take her seriously means to seriously consider amongst a small group of serious options. If I don't like if none of these 4 suggest that they're a serious option, then I'll set up some more dates or something. I don't know, but
but
I can be serious without saying like I mean why would how is it more serious to just jump right into one without trying other options at all, without even considering which other options are?
so let me rephrase. Yeah. So you said in order for you to consider whether or not you're going to be serious, she had to have sex with you, right?
Well,
And then I asked you, just wait. And then I asked you if yesterday had went the way you wanted it to be, you still wouldn't have canceled the other three dates, which means the first statement was a lie
why?
because oh no, never mind. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I was just I mean I did take her seriously as an option, but I guess I was too hasty. I just didn't understand that you're supposed to wait a date or something like that. I just figured that I don't know. I guess I just didn't understand the way it works or something. Now I get it. Now I understand the way it works. I do things differently. Anyway, the point is, I do plan to take each of these women seriously. If they're interested in a relationship, I take them seriously as an option. And now I know that I shouldn't expect to sleep with them on the first date, and I'm not going to in the future. And I mean, I still try, but I won't. If I get rebuffed, I'll understand that just means I have to come back and try again next time.
So you went through all those various people telling you that that was the case, and then Taylor just had to say something without really even any reason why. You're like, okay,
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what it sounded like.
Because
yeah,
because
that's
none of you
silly.
guys. Hey, listen. The reason is I didn't ask you guys the right question, and you didn't give me the right answer. So
We
I
gave you the
asked.
same shit.
You told me
No, I think
similar things. You did see. It matters so much the exact wording of things.
yeah. I think the
No,
thing is
it's
that
just you being slow with your process
no,
or whatever.
Suzanne. The thing is, he came here and everyone started throwing suggestions at him
Yeah,
without him
okay.
asking us.
And
He didn't
because
specifically
I
say
mean it's
like,
understandable. I was saying words about what happened, and I was getting feedback. Perfectly understandable and acceptable. But the thing is, what I did when I talked to Taylor is I simplified it by asking the question that actually needed to be answered. Is this par for the course normal? That I should expect this to happen? That in fact it's unreasonable of me to expect somebody to sleep with me on the first date because that's not the normal thing, and then it's in fact
Uh,
normal to have to wait through a couple things. Now I asked it like that because I understand that if my expectations are not the standard operating procedure at all, but I'm expecting more sooner than normally one would expect to get, and if Taylor's experience of that as somebody who obviously has plenty of success with women and has had success with women, if his experience of that is that that's normal, then I'm going to say, okay, then I fucked up. I'm expecting that if that happened to Taylor, he would be like, oh, that's a normal thing for it to happen to me. Well, then it's certainly normal to happen to me, and I don't have any problem. Is there somebody here? Hello? I guess not. I mean, doesn't that make sense?
slightly, sure.
what does?
What I
What you
just
said?
said.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
being able
I
to
thought
talk to women and hearing women's impact feedback, and then it carries more weight than.
But see, everybody was talking to me about whether or not it was reasonable for her to
Yeah,
expect shit or
no,
me to expect shit.
I'm talking in regards to now. Your wording just is what makes me not be able to wholly agree with you. So, but yes, the idea of what you're saying, sure.
Because it's
The
like,
asking, there's plenty of better people to ask for that kind of advice than Taylor, though.
no, but see, what I wanted to
He's
know,
got a lot of.
listen, what I wanted to know is this a grammar rule that makes sense? Or is this a grammar rule that you just have to learn that we use that preposition with that thing? And it's just because that's the way it is. The thing is, what people were trying to tell me is this is a grammar rule that makes sense. They were talking to me about how she felt and how blah 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 blah. And I was saying, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And what I needed everybody to be like is, yeah, okay. It's one of those things that it's standard expectations are such that you expected more than is you can you can call reasonable based on the status quo's understanding of it, not based on anything that makes any sense at all. So fine, if that's how it is, I get it. Then I can't expect her to transcend the status quo norms. Unless if I want that, I'm gonna have to go for somebody who puts casual sex as their desired outcome, rather than a relationship. Even though to me, I can't even really begin down the process of getting into a relationship until I have sex with somebody. That's not standard operating procedure. So now I understand I'm gonna have to adjust accordingly.
So if you weren't able to have sex with someone until a month after seeing them, being in a relationship, are you saying you'd never have sex?
A month?
If the sex gods, if your dick just didn't work, it just would go, it would just all of a sudden shrivel up and go.
Who's laughing?
Who is that?
Oh,
Who is it?
Who's how? Anyway,
I'm saying if I couldn't if a woman was like you have to wait a month to have sex, would I be okay with that?
no,
No.
if your dick just wouldn't work.
Why wouldn't it work for a month?
Just roll with it, Eric.
I don't understand what
You
you're
can't
asking.
do hypothetical.
Okay, well, what's the
If
hypothetical?
you said I can't be in a relationship, I can't start being in a relationship until I have sex. That's when it all starts for me. That sounds ludicrous. That sounds like a framing thing.
Until
You
then,
probably
it's a
could.
friendship. Until then,
Not
it's a
ideal.
friendship. Until you have sex, it's a friendship.
Is that like your way of saying no?
I understand now that it takes longer to begin dating than I thought, and I will adjust accordingly. There's this pre-dating phase where you have to go through a pre-date first. Okay, I get it.
You knew this.
No, I actually expected to have sex. I
You
assumed,
went into it expecting sex?
yeah, because she seemed very friendly. Like she was making clear that she thought I was attractive, and you know, and so I just figured I'd end up having sex. She said things like, "Oh,
Are you gonna do the? Did you talk to her today?
no, I haven't gotten on. I haven't checked my phone. The last message I sent to her last night was, I feel bad. I'm sorry I got mad. I'm going to go masturbate now and go to bed. I'm going to go masturbate now and go to bed. Good night. Thanks for a pleasant evening." That was the last message I sent her.
Everybody should watch the raw room footage from last night, where he
No
first
thanks.
comes. It was good.
Right. Well, I mean, I get it. I get it. I'm sorry to that lady that I didn't. I'm sorry that you got to experience my first real date and me not getting it and stuff. And my bad. Sorry, everybody.
Don't do that. Stop it.
What? I don't know what to say. It takes me a while to learn things. Susie, why are you always busting my chops about me changing my position on things? That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you become whole.
I enjoyed Susie's first typing when you first met her. Especially how quickly she decided to kill the troll.
Did you kill it right away or what? My phone is making noises. Oh, it just died. My phone died. Where's my meow? Oh, I gotta go get that from the meow. I'll be back. I gotta go get my meow from the meow.
Okay.
I fucked up this week for sure.
What did you do?
Well, I'm not at work right now
Why?
because I went back to sleep this morning
Why?
because I've been feeling depressed this week and I couldn't go to sleep last night. And
Why are you depressed?
I don't know. Probably because I'm being caught in between a divorce, having to carry feelings and weight of shit that I've not had to do before. And so I'm going to quit that shit. Stress myself out with like crazy expectations at work. And then been drinking too much. The big one. Oh, and being unhealthy in general. Not working out and shit. So I didn't go to sleep till 5 last night. So I just didn't go to work.
What does your aunt say to you when you don't show up to work?
He gets frustrated.
Are you taking advantage of her since she's probably an understanding person?
Probably.
You should probably get up and just go to work.
I'm going to. I got the shower running right now.
Good. Just keep moving along. I mean, I think probably one of the worst things you can do is like just sit around. And I know this from experience. It just makes it worse.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm listening to what you have to say, for sure. It's good advice.
Take a big
I'm
poop.
not used to being...
Take a big poop before you leave the house. It always makes for a better day.
Cold showers. That's my jam.
I'm more of a
Cold
hot shower person.
I think I'm addicted to cold showers, actually.
What happens if you don't take a cold shower? Do you start going through withdrawals?
I don't feel like awake, and I gotta take more Adderall.
You get super hot and get cancer?
I haven't gone that long. Actually, I haven't skipped a day of cold showers, so I don't know what it's like.
It's like a day without sunshine, Nick.
It sounds like it.
Do you think, is the stuff that your ex has been saying, is that messing with you? Is that?
Who knows?
Who knows?
What's
I
she
think
been
that's
saying?
messed up.
I have no idea.
Has she been saying bad things?
No, I don't really understand what she's doing to me.
Yeah, there's no reason in rehashing stuff.
Well,
Nothing's gonna come of it, you know. You what?
I stopped talking to her.
Mm.
For sure.
Rehashing.
She's realizing there's a lot of dicks out there, and she's been messaging me and stuff. And having long conversations. And saying the shit that I know she knows that I want to hear, I think. I like hearing in general, whatever.
Like, ooh, you so big and strong, Nick. You so big and strong and manly.
No, I don't.
I want to touch your body. Like that?
I've never experienced that kind of a thingy.
Ooh,
I don't
Nick.
get kind of like slavish people like you.
You don't get what kind of people?
Mindless workers that you want.
Timeless workers?
Never mind.
I don't know what that is. Tireless workers? I do want tireless workers in general, but not for me or anything. I just think it's good to get shit done.
I don't want just like a mom or whatever, to a big degree.
You don't, or you do?
Well, I empathize with what you want. I share a lot of it, but I don't like girls that are... I like the fight that you don't like. I like the difficultness. And this one's difficult. I like the ones that my shit doesn't work on. My argumenting or persuasion or whatever. I like the ones that are immune to such nickisms generally.
Why?
Not all
I mean, because the thing is,
Why?
if you're gonna, well, you're gonna have to be.
I like a two-sided. I like a mutually beneficial relationship.
I mean, so do I. And the thing is, it's
I'm
like
pretty good at justifying like fucking anything. I want somebody that can call me out on my shit and not let me shift ground and whatever.
I mean, that's good and great and wonderful, but that has nothing to do with sex.
Oh, I'm not referring back to your situation.
Oh, okay. I thought you were referring to sex stuff. My bad. Okay. So, in general, I agree. I want a woman who is able to say meow meow, but in a nice way that's not making me want to fight her, you know?
Right.
For sure. I don't want somebody passive. I want to be kept in check too. I mean, the thing is because ISFJ is my dual, obviously the most effective way to check me is the way that Jewel does. But I think SFJs in general are pretty good at checking ENTPs in ways that they don't find annoying. Because you got to be checked in ways that you find acceptable. If you're being challenged all the time, like head on, that's not going to fly for very long.
No, not at all. But that's what I'm saying is that's what my ex is doing. She's coming in and like, I don't know. She's fucking saying I don't know.
She's saying, I don't know. Always a problem. People should know.
There's a lot to it.
People should know what they know, and if they don't know, they don't need to tell you they don't know what they don't know because they don't know it. The end.